Today we're going to work on how to undo generic rectangles. So that means that if we're looking at a generic rectangle and we have the 4 numbers on the inside, how do we go ahead and find out what the outside product is? So remember, the inside is our sum, and it's an x squared plus 3x minus 5, and our outside is our two sets of parentheses, like x minus 5 times x plus 2. So here's our first example. Here's our generic rectangle, and inside our generic rectangle, we have a 3x squared, 18x, negative 2x minus 12. Now, if we were working the other way and multiplying binomials, we know our final answer would be 3x squared, and then 16x minus 2x, 18x minus 2x is 16x minus 12. So our answer would be, as a sum, 3x squared plus 16x minus 12. And so we want to see actually what our outsides are here and here. So our sum is our combining like terms with the insides. And like I said, 3x squared plus 16x minus 12. And we're going to go ahead and find the product. Now, the product is our numbers that we're multiplying on the outside. So we're going to look backwards to find those numbers. Now, what we do is we go ahead and we look at the numbers themselves. And I see I have a 3 and an 18. Now, the most you can take out is the smallest number, and it needs to go evenly into both. So as you can see here, I have a 3, and 3 goes evenly into 18. So I can go ahead and take that 3 out. Now I have 2 x's here and 1 x here, so I can take a single x out. Now I can't take out more than I have. So once again, the least x's I have is this one right here, so I can go ahead and take that out. So I know that 3x goes evenly into both 3x squared and 18x. Now we're going to go ahead and say, well, what do I multiply 3x by to get 3x squared? And that, of course, is x. So x times 3x is 3x squared. And now we're just kind of working backwards. So here I have an x. I know I have some number here that I multiply to get negative 2x. And I know, of course, that's negative 2, because negative 2 times x is negative 2x. So same here. I go ahead and I see, what do I multiply 3x by in order to get 18x? And I know 3 times 6 is 18, and the x is already there. So I know my answer here is 6. Now I'm just going to go ahead and rewrite as a product. So it's kind of working backwards from last time. Now, as we're working on our Desmos activity today, we're always going to write this first, the bottom one first, and this one going up the side second. So remember, we start here. So our first set is 3x minus 2. And then we start at the bottom, go up. Our x's always come before our constants, and that's x plus 6. So this is my product. 3x minus 2 times the quantity x plus 6. Now, as you're typing this in Desmos, make sure that you are doing the bottom one first, and you're not putting any spaces in, and you keep your parentheses. So this, of course, is working backwards. We started before with the product, and then we figured out the sum. So let's go ahead and look at another example. So here I have, first let's go ahead and talk about what the sum is. So if this is what I got after I multiplied binomials, my sum is going to be 2x squared. I have 3x minus 4x, which is negative x, minus 6. So that is my sum, 2x squared minus x minus 6. And once again, that's just adding those together and writing it as a sum. Now be careful, notice it doesn't say minus 1x. Remember, that 1 is invisible. And so be careful you're not adding extra things on there, because that will be marked by the computer as incorrect. Now let's go ahead and look at the product. So when I'm looking here and here, I see a 2. That's my smallest. And 2 does not go evenly into 3. So I can't take a number out going this way. All I'll be able to take out is an x, because I have an x here and 2 x's here. So it's only going to be an x going this direction. And that's because my smallest number does not go evenly into my largest number. Now going this way, I see I have a 2 and a negative 4. Now my smallest number is 2, and it does go evenly into negative 4. So I can go ahead and take that 2x. And once again, here I have an x squared and x, so I can take a single x out. And then I can double check. 2x times x is indeed 2x squared. Now we're going to go ahead and work backwards. What do we go ahead and multiply to get a negative 4x? 2x times negative 2 is negative 4x. And going this way, we know that 3 times x is 3x. So now I just have to rewrite this with a set of parentheses. Start with the bottom one. I have parentheses x minus 2. And then going up the side, I have parentheses 2x, and that's a positive 3. So my answer is x minus 2 times 2x plus 3. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is how we undo a generic rectangle. We turn it from our sum back into a product to multiply binomials. Let's go ahead and get some practice in our Desmos activity.